Hello traders, thank you for joining us for this educational video from Exness, in which we're going to be discussing practical use of parabolic stop and reverse for scalping. One of the main problems of scalping using indicators is they move quite slowly. While any indicator lags the price, some lag more than others. Relatively speaking, parabolic stop and reverse, or PSAR for short, is fast moving but still reliable. It doesn't lag the price by that much. And typically scalpers use it to measure momentum. Generally, traders use it to measure momentum. Scalpers also use it to find possible reversals. It's one of the most reliable indicators for scalping for doing that. Here we've got a low time frame, 15-minute chart of Brent crude, or UK oil as a symbol. And we've set up parabolic stop and reverse, which are these series of blue dots above and below the price here. And the most basic signal from parabolic stop and reverse is when the price is above the dots, as in this case here, we have a buy signal, whereas when the price is below the dots, as in this case here, we have a sell signal. But perhaps most importantly, as far as scalpers are concerned, for entries and exits, is when the dots shift, like in this case here, where we can see the dots have shifted from above to below the price. These can be fairly reliable signals to exit open trades or to open new trades in the opposite direction. Possibly the most important use of PSAR, as far as scalpers are concerned, is helping to set stops, something which many scalpers don't think they have time to do, or they don't think they can find the appropriate areas in which to set them. Coming back to the same example, typically a scalper, if they'd wanted to buy in around the latest low on this chart, which is down here, they might have set their stop somewhere around the blue dots of parabolic stop and reverse. And this would give them a relatively reliable area in which to cut their losses short if the direction was to change, instead of being stuck in a bad trade, something which is really critical for any strategy, although something that some scalpers tend to overlook. Relying on manual closing to cut losses short as a scalper, as any other strategy, is really quite risky and opens the door to emotional trading. So having PSAR to help you to set stops can be something that saves you from significant losses. Now, in summary, parabolic stop and reverse can be fast moving, but it's still fairly reliable even on relatively low time frames. It can measure momentum, and it can also measure possible reversals, and most importantly perhaps for scalpers, can help you find appropriate areas to set stops. Thank you traders for watching this educational video from Exness, introducing the use of parabolic stop and reverse for scalping. If you found it informative, we'd encourage you to watch the other videos in this series.